I'm here in St Joseph's Church, Catholic Church, Sailortown, opened in 1880. Many of these boys reared in Sailortown went on to the Navy. They went on to the Merchant Navy, they went on to the Royal Navy. And there's a very, very interesting exhibition going on here as part of the Belfast Maritime Festival. And this exhibition catalogues local men from this area, something like about 70 guys from this area, people's fathers, people's grandfathers, people's uncles, great uncles from this area who joined the Merchant Navy and joined the British Navy and maybe the Irish Navy as well. But I think it's the British Navy and the Merchant Navy that are mostly listed here. "50 Faces" from 1918, and these cards were recently discovered by a man called a researcher called Mr. Snook. So he discovered these and has done a lot of research about local guys. I'll just run down a few of them that you can see what I'm about. These boys are North Street, Earl Street, and Garmoyle Street. I think there's a tug out in Belfast docks called the Garmoyle. There's Henry Shields from Marine Street. And there's an Edward Shields, obviously his brother, from Marine Street. And there's one from Andrew Strong from Ship Street. And I don't know that one. There's dozens of these. New Dock Street. Nelson Street. New Dock Street again. Ooh. "50 Faces" from 1918, and these cards were recently discovered by a man called a researcher called Mr. Snook. So he discovered these and has done a lot of research about local guys. I'll just run down a few of them that you can see what I'm about. These boys are North Street, Earl Street, and Garmoyle Street. I think there's a tug out in Belfast docks called the Garmoyle. There's Henry Shields from Marine Street. And there's an Edward Shields, obviously his brother, from Marine Street. And there's one from Andrew Strong from Ship Street. And I don't know that one. There's dozens of these. New Dock Street. Nelson Street. New Dock Street again. Ooh. And there's more. About 60 of these guys associated with Sailortown. And of course Terry Bradley has in his paintings has painted the what he imagines some of the folks who lived in Sailortown to be like. Very successful artist. William John McCann is an interesting story there. In fact, all of these guys have interesting stories. James Keenan is believed to have drowned in Mexico dock in Antwerp while serving on the Fairhead. Address Pilot Street. Boys, oh, this is fascinating stuff. And all these guys got medals. And I'm trying to get up off my knees there. I'll start at the top. Now I don't know whether this exhibition here is going to be permanent. I don't know. But if you're interested in coming to see it, you can get in touch with the Sailortown Regeneration folks, and I think they're on Facebook and whatnot.
Dirty old town, dirty old town. Oh, I see.
These are their cards that they had to fill in in 1918. The government decided to document the list merchant seamen with giving them photographic identity. And all these boys, here's what these boys did. These boys transported soldiers, they transported urgent supplies, and they ran the gauntlet of the German Navy. And that was above and below the sea. We're talking about the German wolf packs of submarines. There's a dead man's penny given to the relatives of Charles McFarlane. And there's his letter home in 1917. Great amount of history documented here. World War I history.
On the Easter Sunday, on the Monday, the second engineer, he heard down in the region.
There's James McFarlane, born 1896. Thomas McFarlane and James McFarlane. My goodness.